The hardest thing about being independent is doing everything completely on your own. You don't have, you could say, a machine behind you pushing every single aspect of the music. At the same time, it's a satisfying feeling knowing you don't have to answer to anybody. It makes it a whole lot more worth it because at the end of the day, you know you got it by yourself and no one can tell you shit. Apollo's death affected me in my life and my career. It made me go 10 times harder because I came to realize that life really is short. You really can die any given day. You can close your eyes and that'll be the final time you ever see the light of day. You have to live every single day like it's your last.
Yeah. Hey, turn me up in the headphones a little bit. Alright. If there's one person I do it for, I do it for my dog. Rest in peace, Apollo. Apollo always told me, if you don't believe in you, then they'll never be seeing you. You letting them defeat you. Never let your grind be determined of what they think of you. And no matter what, all of them gonna speak on you. I just miss my brother, wish we could be with each other. Came from different places, but we both come from the gutter. We used to run the city, stacking hundreds in them 50s. Used to always say, when I'm gone, they gon' miss me. Seems like yesterday you just said that shit. You said that you would ride, and you meant that shit. You was always on your hustle, it's relentless, kid. StineVision, you gonna shine, no preventing it. Now I'm feeling lost and I don't know what I'ma do. When it came to pain and struggle, it was always me and you. If you were here right now, you'd tell me get it together. I ain't got time for tears when you out here chasing endeavors. Lord, this isn't fair, why'd you have to take them from me? You knew that was my dog, together we came from nothing. The only single person I knew that never judged me until the very end. I never doubted you loved me. Just a average kid, we was shooting them slugs. You know we came from the mud, dropping tears in the blood. We was wild and out, man, we don't give a fuck. The life we live is crazy, but we can't get enough. We used to ride through the city, straight up flipping the bird. Not a care in the world, cause it's finally your turn. We had made some mistakes, but we all live and learn. You gave me this ambition, wish the fire still burns. Another night in Denver and it's colder than December. It happened in an instant I do not like to remember. Seems like the world put a stop to our adventures. Until this very day, I hate that they took my mentor. When the feds came and got you, dog, it broke my heart. You called me from the cell, you was torn apart. Wishing I can help you cause I truly really felt you. Only thing that I could do is telling you that I got you. Through the whole ride I'm calling you in, I'm writing, thinking I'ma make you proud. When you get out, it's exciting. Told me never give up on things I'm fighting for. They don't know what's in store, gotta keep on wanting more. Never forget them days when we was sleeping on the floor. When I see you again, best believe we gonna soar. You taught me some days it's shining and some days it's gonna pour. I know you smiling down, that's one thing that I'm sure. I was in disbelief when Hannah called me, she was crying. I just hear her bawling, I'm praying to God that she's lying.
Backbone.
You can't be gone now, dog, not
Family,
just yet.
salud la
You're
familia.
supposed to see it when the dream's been met. Now I'm at your funeral, tears running down my face. Things happen for a reason, but I swear this isn't fate. Literally lost for words, I don't know what to say. I just know that you're still with me, our bond they cannot break. I'ma keep moving forward towards my destiny. No longer will you suffer, you can rest in peace. Me, Cheese, and Joe, we putting on for you, dog. We can never repay what you done for us all. Vision.
Alright, what was your name, bro?
Frankie.
Frankie, and how long have you known Vision for, man?
I've known Zach since 2010.
That's how you.
2010.
That's how you know it's an OG homie, because you don't even call him Vision, you call him Zach.
Yeah, Zach yeah, man. I've known him way before, all this.
The music.
Yeah, I've always supported him. Like no matter what he wanted to do, I was always there for him. It's not even like that. It's just a cool guy. Good people like that, you got to keep around your circle.
Good friend, hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean, he's a brother.
Yeah.
Pretty much a brother.
Real shit,
in
man.
my eyes.
Hell yeah. Well, how did you meet him? Like,
I met him through another friend of mine at a house party of his friend. Well, no, my friend was like his best friends So you know, it's like
Okay,
three people. Yeah,
Yeah, like in his little crew.
yeah, and his crew, they were real close, and yeah, ever since then, yeah, we just hit it. Literally, okay, like our first conversation was like, you need another beer, you need another, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just like
Sipping.
like just sipping the beer, you know, like no, this is a party, you gotta chug this.
Hey, that's
Yeah, man.
tight.
So yeah, me and my friend were just like, yeah, you need another beer.
Okay,
So
so
ever since that, we just been cool.
so then and he started making music about 2 years ago, he said, right?
Yeah, like 2-3 years ago.
And like, what was your first thought whenever he's like, yo, I want to rap?
Man, honestly, I told him just go for it, you know, because honestly, as a human being, you can literally do whatever you want. Just put your mind to it. Don't give up. Don't let anybody else get in your way, you know.
What's one thing that you would tell Zach if Zach woke up tomorrow and he's like, why the hell am I even doing this? Why am I trying? What are your words to Zach? Why do you think Zach should keep going?
Well, I'll probably smack him first to get some sense into him, because look, man, like, yeah, that's like I said, I see him as a brother. No matter what he wants to do, I'll support him. But if he wants to quit music tomorrow, yeah, I'll probably smack him. I would tell him, like, look, man, you already put forth so much effort. You're not doing this just for you. You're doing this for Big Bro Apollo. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't just stop.
All right, what's your name, man?
It's Alex Stein right now.
Right now?
Right now.
And what's your relationship to Vision, bro?
Man, that's a tricky question. In the studio, I'm his producer, but outside the studio, I'm one of his friends, you know, give him...
Well, I guess, how did it start? Or what was the relationship originally?
So I met Vision through a homegirl, Jessica Moline. She knew him through however she knew him, and she knew I was producing and recording, and she hit me up one day and was like, hey, I got this kid, he wants to record some stuff, what's up? So she gave me his number, and I hit him up, was like, hey, Jess told me to hit you up, what's good? And I think he was, I don't know if he was in town or out of town. This guy is always in and out of town, but he came through one day to my house in Cyprus, and we just started recording. And as soon as I heard him start spitting on the mic, threw me off. Because first of all, this guy was ready, and that's not something you usually see, especially with rappers that are just coming up, you know. And I saw the ambition and the dedication through his music, and I was like, you know what, man, you could use some work. And he told me, he was like, yeah, I just started this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I love doing it. And I was like, yeah, I can tell. I can tell you love doing this. And so we went from there, and I was like, in my head, I was like, man, this kid got so much talent. Like, if I can just point him in the right direction, he'll just go from there. And that's all I've been trying to do with him. And honestly, at this moment, that's what he's doing. Like, he's already just doing him and doing what he's do.
So you talked a little bit about like what you first thought when you first met Vision, when y'all ran that first session, but in what ways has he progressed the most, like since that day, since the first time you heard him get on the mic?
He knows where he's going now. At first, I can tell he was just doing him and not really knowing where to go from there or what and whatnot. And I feel like I give him a little bit of direction, and there was moments where I was a little harsh and, you know, told him what he needed to hear, and he might have not liked it. But in my head, I was like, you know what, if I don't say it, no one else is gonna say it, and I might as well just say it now. before he gets in over his head and believes something that isn't there.
Go check out that Pray for Houston track. It's Young Vision. He wrote it right after actually during the hurricane.
I lost my house during that flood, man. That shit was crazy.
I was gonna ask you, talk about that, man, because a lot of the people that watch this probably won't even be from the area, so they don't necessarily know what that was like.
Man, it was a crazy. All right, look, I'm not gonna front and act like I was in Houston when that happened. I was one of the people that they said hurricane, and I was like, dudes. I can't front.
He called me like, man, I'm leaving Thursday or Wednesday.
I was like, I'm dipping, bro.
Where'd you go, man?
I went to Lubbock, bro, as far away as possible. I could away. You know, Austin was safe, bro. I said, you know, I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna drive 8 hours away from this motherfucker. But I can't front, bro. It was like it was a good feeling being safe, but it was an absolutely shitty feeling seeing your entire city suffering and not being able to do anything about it. Because, you know, I could have gone back, but I wouldn't be able to, unless I had a boat, bro. Ain't no way I was getting in there. You know, I'm calling my mom's every single day. She's saying, like, you know, the house is underwater, bro. They're staying in a shelter. You know, eventually they got into a friend's house that didn't get flooded. You know, the entire neighborhood's, like, destroyed. And Houston kind of looks like a war zone, bro. I can't lie. And it almost made you, it's so emotional, man. It almost made you want to tear up. Just like seeing the place that you know and love that made you, you know, hurt so much.
All right, what's your name, bro?
Marcus.
Marcus, and what's your relation to the Vision?
Young Vision, man. I consider him a friend and also I manage him. You know, we've been working together for a year now.
Actually about 2 years now. We're going on 2 years.
Coming on 2 years now.
Well, how did that start? How did y'all link up?
You know, actually, I was videographing, doing a video for this record label that's downtown Houston, well, kind of northwest side, and they had a talent show looking for new talent. Young Vision showed up. You know, he did his set. You know, it wasn't put together how it should have been put together. So it kind of came across not too well. But when I came back and was reviewing the footage, because actually I wasn't even managing.
Marcus thought I was trash when he first saw me.
Nah, I didn't think it was trash. It was more of a stage presence because it wasn't together. So when I came back, I was looking at the video and the stage presence was off, but actually the whole setup was off because of the way they had the mics and everything set up. So I was going back to look at his performance and I was laughing. No bullshit. And my lady was like, man, you need to listen to what he's saying though. He's really spitting some real shit. So I went and I listened to it. And I went back to the record label. I'm not gonna mention their name, but I went back and I was like, hey man, what do y'all think about this kid, Young Vision? And they were, they only really picked one person from there, and they was bullshit anyway. And they picked this girl just because she looked good and she was dancing, and you know, they was like, you know, that's the only person we're gonna deal with. So I was like, fuck it, you know, I might as well, you know, link up with him myself, because he really was, out of everybody that showed up, it was about, you know, 100 people showed up. He was, you know, top 5. Stage presence wasn't great, but the lyrics that he spitting, you could feel them. You know, you could understand, you know, that he was coming from the heart. So I reached out to him, shot him an email, I believe.
No, I reached out to you, bro. I shot you an email after the fucking, after that night, because you gave me your card, or Frenchie gave me your card. You're the guy who was helping you, that Frenchie. He gave me your card, and I shot you that email with my songs in it, because Jessica convinced me, because I was pissed after I left that talent show, because of the whole setup and shit like that.
Yeah, with your song.
Where we at, Vision? What we doing?
We're heading to fucking Lafayette, Louisiana. We're about to go see Hannah, Apollo's girlfriend.
I've been dreaming of better things. I've been thinking, what do they think less of me? Is it really meant to be? I've been dreaming of soaring high. I've been slowly making my way towards the light. Not going down without a fight. Trapped up all this dream state. I don't get tired, I don't mean gays. Been up all night writing like a vampire. Said it don't work hard, bro, you a damn liar. Get out the city with a fucking dream. Want me to give it up, what the fuck you mean? Turn nothing into something, better watch me be. Swear nothing will be stopping me. There's been nights where I slept outside. Been days where I'd rather die. Told myself, why even try? Can't bring me down, I feel
John's number from the jump. If I had John's
Out here in
number,
Lafayette,
he
Louisiana.
2 weeks ago and knew he
You heard
had
me.
it. So why I didn't have y'all number? You know what I'm saying?
Apollo died. Hannah took it very hard. She was broken. It took a long time. Hannah's still dealing till this day, actually. You know, she's gotten better. It took a long time to get to the point where she's at to finally, you know, get back to herself and, you know, get back on her grind and maintain her life. But for a while, she was just like how I was. I mean, imagine losing your other half. That was, you know, her other piece of her soul, her lover. And one day he was just taken, you know, he was taken from her. She held him down from the second he went in that jail cell to the second he got out. You know, talking about up there from Kentucky.
Oh yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah.
That's his cousin.
Yeah, she had me on Facebook.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cool. She cool people. I fuck with her.
Where we at, Vision?
We're up in Lafayette, Louisiana.
And who are you, Miss?
I am Hannah.
And who are you in relation to Apollo? I know you don't call him that, but we'll get into that later.
That was my future husband, my world, my bright star, my everything. We made each other, basically. Whatever I wasn't, he was. Whatever he wasn't, I was. Definitely, for sure.
That's real.
I can't go visit him up there without Hannah being like, I'm coming too.
Oh yeah, I gotta come. If you coming, I'm coming. Shit, this is loyalty, this is family. Salud la familia was something that he always said. That was his thing. Like, always salute my family is what it means in Spanish. Salud la familia.
That's crazy. How did y'all meet?
Oh man, we kept meeting each other. We originally met it through another person, and I needed some weed. I'm a pothead. I don't know if I can say that on national TV, but I did. I'm a pothead, so.
Did you inhale though?
Did I? Boat holes. And he was my weed man, and also a mechanic. I had a Chrysler 300. And that Chrysler 300 never made it to the road. It always broke down. And he kept fixing it for free. And I was like, man, I can't just like, you ain't gotta ride. Like, you could just ride the car while I'm at work since you fixed it for free. And he was like, all right, that's what's up. Well, him and I ended up being like that. And then I seen him again. Like, every time I would go somewhere, he was there. Or some people I knew that I would go chill with, he was friends with them and he was there chilling with them too. And one day his little thing said, I don't want you chilling with Hannah. I don't trust y'all. He was like, nobody tells me who my friends can be. And he smashed that right there. It was over. And then I had some furniture I needed to be moved. And I was like, can you come help? It's always how it starts. I gotta put a nigga to work. I'm a mama's child. And I was like, come help me move my brand new bed, never been slept on, in my room. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He came, helped me move it, and we passed out on that bed. And we just slept next to each other. I don't sleep next to people. He don't sleep next to people. We slept all night, woke up the next morning, like, we just fell asleep like that. Like, I'm gonna tell you though, people think that money, fame is everything. It really isn't. You don't realize what you lose in reality. You don't realize what you had until you lose it in reality. I already knew what I had. When I met him, I always said that, I'm gonna marry you. And actually I wear his necklace, it's his name. I will never take it off. And I got his ring. It says Jared and Hannah. I'll never. Boy, don't sneak that video.
I'm not sneaking it. I'm not trying to play you. Nobody trying to play you.
I know when I'm recorded, I will get off that stage and I will grab your phone.
At 19, I moved to Denver, Colorado. I met one of my best friends, Apollo, out there. You know, had some good times out there. Came back, been in Houston. You know, went to Kansas for a little bit, bro. I've been all over, to be honest with you. But Houston is always where my heart is, no matter what. How I became friends with Apollo is he was sending. I'm gonna try to say this so I don't get nobody in trouble.
No names.
No names, man. He had sent something down to somewhere, and that shit got caught up.
By the police, you're saying?
Yes, the shit got caught up. I'm trying to say this in the best way possible because I'm not a snitch, man.
No, yeah, you're good. I'd rather you be careful, man.
Yeah.
Take your time.
You know, when that bad business move happened, he was left with like, you know, a couple bucks in his pocket, man. Me and Kid, being the good people we are, we saw the good in Apollo. So we decided, hey, man, you know what? Come live with us, bro. He's like, what the fuck? Y'all don't even know me. He goes, why the fuck would you do that to someone? I was like, call it a hunch, man. Just call it a hunch, bro. He goes, dude, I could literally rob you. And I was like, you know, honestly, you're right. But I got a feeling, bro. You can sense vibes from people, bro. You can, when you feel that you sense the good in them, you can take, most of the time, I believe, and there's sometimes where my shit gets thrown off, bro. You can sense when somebody has a genuine person inside, because anybody I fuck with, if they are not some kind of a decent human being, bro, I don't fuck with them. So, you know, we took him in, we gave him some work to, you know, just a little bit, you know, a couple bags here and there, just to, like, you know, get back up on his feet. It was the quickest thing I've ever seen in my life. That man truly knew how to hustle, bro. More than ever, I knew how to hustle. I didn't start selling drugs like that until I was 19 years old, man. He turned $100 into fucking $2,000 within a week.
So did you have other than Apollo and your friend Kid, did you have connections in Colorado?
When I moved up to Colorado, all I had was $1 and a dream.
Because that's what I was gonna say too, is drug dealing, like, for anybody who has never been there or hasn't seen it, like, it's very dangerous, and it becomes 10 times more dangerous when you don't know anybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. I got robbed. I can't front. I'm not gonna act like I stand tall on all 10 toes, bro. Nah, man, I've been robbed before, bro. Especially, like you said, being up there, not knowing the people up there, man. There's some people that, you know, took me for granted, and they tried to pull a fast one on me. Some people got away with it. Some people did get away with it. I'm not going to talk about that. Anyways, to go back to that, man, when I moved to Colorado, I just wanted to go, man. I wanted to get out of Houston. You know, when you sit in a place for a long time, bro, and you really hadn't seen too many other places, this is before I started traveling and everything like that. You want to see a different place. So I went up there. I probably had about $200 to my name, man. I was living in my car for a while finally until we got a place. You know, we were able to find a plug up there for a cheap price, and we were actually selling locally, man. We weren't even fucking taking trips till like way later, until Apollo was locked up, which is a crazy thing.
So how old were you when you moved out there?
19. I was 19 years old.
And how old was Apollo when you met him?
Apollo was 28 years old when I met him.
Okay, so that's the big homie.
Yeah, man, it was a huge age difference. How we got close, though, so Apollo started riding around, you know, I don't know. All right, call me being, I would never do this now. The funny thing is, I would never do this now. I'll start letting him use my car, because me and Kid, you know, we had a fucking, we drive around, and I had my car. I let him use my car to roll around and serve, bro, you know, to catch plays. I'd never do that now to anybody. So, which is the crazy thing. He could have easily, you know, ran off my car, or, you know, he was living in our house and we had all our shit in there. He could have ran off. He never did, bro. He's solid, you know. He never fuck anybody over unless it had it coming to him, dude. And you know, he was big. He stood on morals, I guess is the best way to put it. One of the things that he said to me that really resonated with me is when we first met each other. He says, "You know why I fuck with you, Zach?" And I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "You're the same fucking person every single day when you wake up. Every single day, no matter what." He goes, "That's why I let you ride around with me." He's like, "That's why I fuck with you so hardcore." He goes, "Yeah, people look at us like, what the fuck is this, like, nerdy looking white boy doing with a tatted up motherfucking, you know, looking like gangbanger." He goes, "Yeah, people look at that." He goes, "But I fuck with you because you're the same person every day, and you keep it 100 no matter what, bro." You know, and over time we just got close, man. We catch plays together, and every day we were together, whether it be riding around the city fucking off, catching plays, bro, or getting into some crazy shit, bro. That was my brother, and he died for me, and I died for him, and there wasn't a single doubt about it.
we have a problem. I remember waking up and lacing up my kicks, walking every day trying to find the pair that fits. New beginnings, I'm truly living my true existence, making sure I'm thankful for the things I could be given. I was told this how you're supposed to live life, making sure that all of it goes and ends right. At the time it seemed like some great advice, sitting in the dark asking please God just send light. Yeah, you can be happy but it's not that simple. Surround yourself with fake saying that thinking's wishful, yet your very own self could be the one who pulls the trigger, drops to the ground and leaves
Nah,
you
bro,
corrupted
can't see what I'm looking at.
I'm not trying to look at your phone.
Is it Rihanna thick, fam?
Crying, wondering what you were thinking. Your best friend is looking down, thinks he must be dreaming. The truth is he lives on and takes in all your demons. Some move on and they never see the dream. You could have it all and never have a thing. The ones who didn't make it's the reason that we sing. Every day we pray for them, they know what we mean. In the same place at a time we thought about it. Looking to the sky, we were screaming, we were shouting, ooh yeah. You can lose it all, you can lose it all. You can lose it all, you can lose it all. Still living by my Nindo, putting on for my kinfolk. What a hell of an intro. All's left of my friend though is his way of life memento. Gotta get it how you live. Life is what you make it, what you said when we was kids. Never thought that you would fall this far into the abyss. I wish you would've called me, no it's not an easy fix. Drown my problems in this Hennessy, to cope with all this mentally. Living out these days, wondering which one gon' be ending me.